Okay, so Overboard. I don't remember anyone calling out for a remake of the Kurt Russell Goldie Hawn 1987 comedy Overboard. We have one anyway. There you go. That's the way movie production works. So in the original, there's a handyman who's Russell is the handyman. He manages to convince Goldie Hawn's character, who's an amnesiac, that she is actually his wife, to get his own back on the fact that she wouldn't pay a bill when he went and did some work on her yacht. In this, it flips it. It flips it. It's that little flip. So we have Anna Faris, who dupes millionaire Eugenio Derbez into believing that he is her husband. She goes to clean his yacht. He refuses to pay. He's, bullish and nasty. He pushes her overboard. Then he has an accident which leaves him in hospital. He doesn't remember who he is. He's abandoned by his family. So she sees that he's in hospital, thinks payback time. So she goes to the hospital and says, "Yep, you're my husband. Now you have to come back and do the housework because I got to study for my nursing exams." Here's a clip.
You and I are Mr. and Mrs. Leo Sullivan. We met in Cancun. You were a tour guide. I was working on a cruise ship. Is any of this ringing a bell?
Nope, nothing.
We dated every time I docked. We would get frozen yogurt and watch the sunset over the Playa Tortugas. That's where we fell in love.
Sounds like you're a romantic, Leo.
Look. I admit there are many things I've forgotten. But from the depths of my soul, I know I'm not married to this woman. So, unless I see some real proof, I'm getting a slice of pie at the cafeteria. Good luck, crazy lady.
Wait, honey. I didn't want to say this because I know it embarrasses you, but you have a tattoo of a cartoon mouse on your right butt cheek.
No, I don't. You're really my wife?
For better or worse, baby.
There wasn't a lot of laughing going on during that clip, was there?
No, what you mean? You were expecting me to laugh?
Well, here's the
during
thing.
clip,
No, it's often the case that if I play you a clip from a movie and it's funny, you do laugh, and then I play you a clip from another movie and it's something you just didn't bat an eyelid. And that, incidentally, was the response of everybody else in the cinema when I saw Overboard. It was one of those films in which comedy is very binary, right? People are either laughing or they're not. I know people say, "Oh, well, some comedies are wry." You go, yeah, I understand that, but you can, if you're in a room where a comedy is playing and nobody is laughing, you can hear the lack of space, particularly in comedies in which they leave spaces in the drama for the laughter to go, and then it doesn't. I mean, there's a number of problems with this. Firstly, there is zero chemistry between the leads, and at least the original, they had chemistry, and that was the point. That was why it kind of worked, because there is such a thing as screen chemistry. In the case of this, nil, nada, zip, nothing. It just feels like two actors performing this, strangely unnecessary story. And then the second thing is that because that's the case, because there is no chemistry and because the humour is so plodding, you start to think about the plot. And the plot starts to seem creepy and incredible, and then at some points incredibly creepy. And when you have a comic contrivance that is so unfunny that all that happens is you find yourself thinking
it's creepy.
It's creepy and incredible, and thinking, I'd forgotten that the original was actually quite fun. I mean, I had completely forgotten about the original until I was watching the sort of the bizarre remake thing. Anyway, so it is a film.
Is it creepy because...
It's creepy because in the end, it's about, conning somebody into a situation that they think they aren't, and then there's a person getting involved in it, and then at every moment when somebody should say, okay, this isn't what's actually happening. So it's weird. I mean, if it was funny, if it was charming, if it was fizzy, if it had chemistry, if it had zing, if it had some kind of spark, it would get away with it, because it's amazing how much you can get away with if something is funny. If it's a comedy, if it's a comedy and it's not funny, no, absolutely not. It's just Overboard, absolutely.